What is going to happen next? What is going to happen next? What is the government going to do next after the tariffs and everything else, the crazy things that they've been saying, and what it means for you? You need to understand the possibility, and the reason you need to understand the possibilities is because you need to understand the impact it's going to have on your job, and it's going to also have the impact on the stock market. Right? Be careful. This is not business as usual. There's a bit of a capital flight going on here. So, what is the government going to do this year? Well, don't forget, we owe about 37 trillion, and I think there's about between 15 and 18 trillion coming due this year. Okay, you could go out and say, hey guys, you want to borrow more money from us? No. Okay, what about 4%, 5%? We don't want to be in this situation, right? So what the government is going to do, they're going to drink the Kool-Aid. They're going to drink their own Kool-Aid, right? So basically what they're going to do is they're going to issue more dollars, and they're going to take the dollars and they're basically going to pay down the debt with their own money and they're going to basically do quantitative easing. That's what it is. They've done it in the past, which is very inflationary, so you have to be very careful about that. But that's what you need to do. Of course, you need to have everything in place for you not to have inflation, which is a different topic, which I will address. But they don't have that possibility. Inflation will certainly rise, and you cannot afford inflation, obviously, because we just got out of a period of inflation. So they will try that. And when they realize that the tariffs are going to be okay, I mean, you've heard the tariffs today, right? I mean, it was okay, but it's not the 10% is staying, nothing much is happening. It's going to take forever. Who knows what the impact is going to be? This is not really, really reassuring. Right? And they're not coming to Fortress America in a big way. Okay, so what's going to happen is they're going to come in and they're going to basically borrow more money from their own money, believe it or not. And then they're going to see what happens, but it's going to be inflationary. Now, of course, the other option that the government has to is just don't pay the debt. Now, I know it sounds crazy, right? But then again, also tariff to 100 countries sounded crazy, and saying that I want to acquire Canada is crazy. But we're talking about it, right? If you look at a bit of a history of what happened with Trump and the casino, that's exactly what he did. He borrowed a bunch of money and then he defaulted on all of it. So be careful. He may not have the same consideration that you have. Now, of course, I'm just talking, right? Well, I'm not just talking because a bunch of people might be thinking the same way, and that's why we have a capital flight out of the U.S. These people are playing three-dimensional chess, and they're seeing 2, 3, 4 moves ahead. You need to be there with them. Be careful. We might default on U.S. debt. We even talk about it. That is sacrosanct, and it could happen. Be careful.